Hi everyone. I hope you all can see me. It's so bright out here. I can't see myself. Um, okay, so I get so excited about this. I'm going to try to be laser sharp and not go off the train too too much. But so for those who don't know me, my name is Melissa or Missy. Most people call me Missy. And I'm a mom of five. I have three grown children from my first marriage who are 22, 20, and 18. And I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old with my current husband, Joe. So we live in beautiful, you can see the view here, gorgeous Ashland, Oregon, and have a pretty sweet life here. So I'm one of those moms who you would call crunchy for sure. I've always eaten totally organic. Sorry about the car noise behind me. I make all my own food. I make my own sourdough, my own sauerkraut. So you get the point. Like, health is really, really important to me. What we put into our bodies is really important to our family. And we're kind of like the people you don't want to have over for dinner. So, so a friend of mine who knew, we have this gorgeous view, but we don't have a big yard. And a friend of mine knew that I wanted to grow my own food. And so that was how I was introduced to this incredible company, was through tower gardens. I'm going to show you my tower gardens that are out here with me, growing my food on my porch. So they're pretty amazing. They use 1/10 the water, 1/10 the land, which was kind of a godsend of a solution for our family and for our needs growing our own food. You'll see me post these often if you follow my page, My Healthy Hive, here on Facebook. I do lots of posts in the summer when my tomatoes are big and everything's growing. It's pretty fun. So I'm going to go backwards a little bit and just tell you what my life was like when I was in my early 20s, and I had 3 little kids, and I was exhausted. I mean, you'd think, being young, that I would have felt fantastic, but I literally took a nap every day when my kids naps were non-negotiable. Didn't matter how old they were, they had to go lay down because I needed a nap. So they would take their nap, I would take my nap, and I had to do that to get through my days. Fast forward to having my daughter Luna at 36, and also feeling really low energy. And at that point I just kind of chalked it up to, well, I'm older, I'm an older mom, so this is normal. I can expect to be tired. And I ate so impeccably, I didn't really think that I could improve there. And so I just accepted it as it was going to be what it was. And then when Luna was 2, I had 2 miscarriages in 2014, and came to find out after those miscarriages and doing a bunch of tests that I was hypothyroid and had developed Hashimotos. And so for those of you who, I know that's so common, it's really common postpartum as well. And so started on some natural protocols that didn't really seem to work. So I ended up getting on Armour Thyroid to control my thyroid levels and to keep my levels where they needed to be so I could get pregnant again. So I became gluten-free at that point and ended up getting pregnant with Kieran, and he's beautiful and healthy. And so, my diet's excellent. I've been gluten-free since before since before I was pregnant with Kieran. So, I've in my head thinking, it doesn't get there's no way I could get any healthier than this, right? So, so when Kieran was about a year old, well, actually, when Kieran was about 6 months old, I started noticing extreme pain happening in my hands, and it had gotten to the point where I couldn't open jars anymore. And part of that is, sorry, big trucks coming here. Part of that is the Hashimotos, is that you will have joint pain. And I had joint pain and weakness in my hands. And I didn't even want to talk about it. I was like, I don't want to be that person with arthritis. I don't want to be that person. So I didn't even really talk about it, but I was in quite a bit of pain. And then after being introduced to the tower gardens and growing on them for a few months, that same friend kept bringing up these plant powders with me. And I was like, no, I'm not, that's a gimmick. I was a total skeptic. I didn't want to do it because I knew how impeccably I ate. So I thought, this is silly. It's not going to make a difference. But because I love her, I ended up saying, okay, I'm going to give it a try. And I thought, I'm really going to do this, like, I'm going to do it hardcore. And I stopped all of my multivitamins and anything else I was taking, I stopped. And I just took the plant powders. And I thought, okay, after 4 months, when I don't feel a difference, then she's going to leave me alone. And I can say, I'm only interested in the towers. Well, 2 months in to taking those plant powders, that pain in my hands wasn't there anymore. I started waking up at 5:30 in the morning with energy. So I would wake up at 5:30 and nurse Kieran and usually go back to sleep until about 7 or 7:30. And he would nurse at 5:30 and I would wake up and go, I'm ready for the day. So right away, to me, right away is 2 months. I felt an energy increase, that pain was gone. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's something to getting a little bit of 30 different vine ripened plants in your body every day, toxin free. Like this is real. I'm feeling it. So fast forward a couple more months and I decided to give our detox and rejuvenation program a shot. And it was pretty easy for me. I honestly didn't think that would make much of a big difference for me either, because I was already gluten-free due to having Hashimotos. I was already eating really well. I was taking the plant powders. I'm feeling great. The Shred 10 program completely changed my health constitution, which is fascinating to me. I had about an extra 15 pounds from the Hashimotos that was just there, and I didn't really care that it was there. I just, I accepted that as normal too. And after probably 4 months of doing the detox and rejuvenation program, that weight just has kind of fallen off. It's just sort of disappeared. I have no pain in my hands. I just had my blood work done yesterday. Super exciting. I get to reduce my dose of thyroid medication down a little bit. My cholesterol is lower than it's ever been. I didn't have high cholesterol, but now I have like ridiculously low, awesome cholesterol. My doctor was super stoked. So for me, this journey has been incredible. It's been awesome for my kids. My 2-year-old Kieran, he eats the plant powders in their capsule form. He just chews the capsules. We also take our vegan omegas, which are incredible. And you guys, I'm 41 and I feel so good that I'm shouting this from the rooftops. I believe that everybody needs this in their bodies. I really do. And we're a country of quick fixes. I say, if you don't feel good, give this a try and give it a good 6-month try and see how you feel, because I just keep feeling better and better and better and better. And now it's been almost a year on the plant powders. I've been shredding for about 10 months. And I'm just so excited that this is how I get to feel in my 40s. It's pretty awesome. So thank you. I probably went over my time, but I get so excited. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you all being here.